Well, I have read as a child books about the Whitbread race at the time, and the sailing magazines, the films, and it's inspired me tremendously. I'm super happy that we are now starting the race. I want this race to become part of the IMOCA class, our sailing raceboat class from the Vendee Globe, and 2026 and then ongoing. I think really there can be something very strong if we have an agenda with both races around the world linking together, and that's basically driving me to do this one. And this is now 2/3 done. All the design work is finished, even all the details. We have already most of the ropes made with their little labels and their little color code and all that's already hanging in the container. And we have a launch on the 19th July in Lorient. And then we want to get this boat going as quickly as possible. Well, for me, that was a very natural thing. We have already, in the past years or decades on the IMOCAs, we have always been sailing with crews. Even like 15 years ago, there was a Europe race to Istanbul where there were 5 on board. And we had seen last summer that there was the Ocean Race Europe, which went fabulously with 5 people on board, 4 sailors and 1 onboard reporter. And so for me, there was a very positive surprise last summer again to see the feedback from these teams that had done it, and they were very happy with the even reduced space and ergonomy that an IMOCA has compared to a more traditional Volvo 65 boat, which is traditionally for bigger crews. And I therefore don't see any contradiction between both uses. For me, it's exactly the same boat. The big thing was that we are allowed to use autopilots in the ocean race. That means we don't have to think about a big a steering wheel position, and that would have been a tremendous change compared to the Vendee Globe. That is not the case. That's not something we need to worry about. So we will sail the boat in a very similar way, mostly under autopilot. And for the Vendee Globe, I wanted to have a protected cockpit with a lot of windows and view and space to sleep next to the winch, where I have a kind of bench or bunk both sides in the cockpit. So I can sleep right next to the coffee grinder under all these windows. And that has kind of been a strong desire coming up in the last Vendee Globe. And this is also perfect for crew. Then 2 people can sit on the bench and 1 at the coffee grinder, and there's enough space for everyone. So I'm really looking forward to exploring this. This is the first boat design that I have been involved with. I have been heavily involved. I pushed a lot in one direction to go for a real offshore boat that is more tolerant to sea state and hopefully can go better through big waves and big sea state. So we will not just out of the box see like a flying ultra machine that is faster than anyone else. We will hopefully see a boat that is robust, safe, and that also can take me around the world in the Vendee Globe in the best condition and in the best average speeds in even very difficult sea conditions in the south. So this was the focus for the boat. And on the ocean race, maybe you would have put the cursor a little bit more towards an all-round boat, but who knows? We will find out where we stand in the competition, and hopefully anyway, this is not the last boat we build and not the last ocean race we do with the new boat.